The purpose of this video is to demonstrate secure departmental share scanning or network shared drive scanning for the Department of Veterans Affairs using NSi AutoStore on an MFD. To begin scanning, walk up to your local MFD and enter your PIV card to authenticate yourself as a valid user on the VA network. In order to satisfy the requirements of HSPD 12, Homeland Security Presidential Directive 12 for dual-factor authentication, entering your PIV card and your PIN number at the MFD ensures that you are adhering to this directive for dual-factor authentication and verifying yourself as an individual with access to the network. So once you've entered your PIV and your PIN number, press the Enter button on the keypad of the MFD or the external keyboard. And based on your user access rights within Active Directory, you'll have access to specific workflows or activities within NSi AutoStore on the panel of the MFD. This individual has access to scan to their home folder, scan to department share, release prints that are specific to them as an individual, and scan to an email from a lookup within a VA database. Now in this case, we're going to demonstrate what it looks like to scan to a department share. So we'll select that button on the MFD panel. And this individual has access to the IRM share and the FIS share, which are common departments within a VA medical center. So we're going to show you what it looks like to scan to IRM. So by selecting the appropriate workflow, the user can see a couple of different fields of information that will need to be filled out in order to scan this document. Now, NSi AutoStore on the MFD allows you to browse to a specific folder within a department share. So you know that once you scan something, you don't have to go back to that network share or that file share and drag and drop that scan to the appropriate location. It will be directly sent to the appropriate place on the first time, so you don't have to worry about a record or document duplication or worry about a document being somewhere that it shouldn't on a department share. We can send it to the appropriate place on the first time, increasing efficiency and security. In this case, we're going to be scanning to the Resource Management Division 1. And now there are a couple of other fields that we can fill out here. These two bottom fields, the file name and the file format, have been set to have a default value in them, but I want to show you what it looks like to edit or change these fields. So we saw this first field allowed us to browse to a folder share from a drop-down menu on the panel, and the second field is going to be a text field. So using the soft keyboard on the panel itself or an external keyboard, we're going to enter in an alternate file name. In this case, we'll be scanning an HR invoice or whatever the naming convention might happen to be for your share. Now we're going to click the Enter button and move along to the File Format field. Now again, by default, we have PDF text searchable selected as the file format, but that's not the only option for output when scanning a document with NSi AutoStore. This one option, PDF text searchable, will use optical character recognition to render this document text searchable and ensure ease of searching and locating that image once it's been scanned. But we can also enable an image-only PDF so that there is no additional OCR, optical character recognition processing to find it. Moreover, we can also enable output as an editable Word document, maybe if you're working on an ongoing contract, or an Excel spreadsheet if you are scanning a workbook or a worksheet of some type. So once you've selected the appropriate field, we've filled in all of the necessary fields, and we can press the Start button, which will be in green or blue, on the MFD panel. Now once this has been scanned, it will go to the appropriate location in its network destination the first time without having to take any additional steps, which falls in line with OINT Directive 6500 for information security on the network. You have ensured a direct encrypted transmission from the MFD to the NSi server through to the file share. You're ensuring that there is no document duplication or unnecessary work. For example, like scanning something to an email and then dragging and dropping that email into a folder. You don't have to take those additional steps with the one-button workflow that NSi AutoStore enables for scanning to a department share. If you have any questions or if you'd like to see a live demonstration, please contact NSi Federal at nsiautostore.com or reach out